So Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, is officially All Elite as she made her long-awaited debut at the AEW Big Business on Wednesday the 13th of March at the TV Garden Arena in Boston. This has been on the table for quite some time now. Everybody was speculating that Mercedes Moné would make her debut at some point in AEW. Now this is a pretty big deal for AEW because not only did Tony Khan manage to sign one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time, but since Mercedes Moné opened up the show, she managed to pull and maintain in total over 1 million viewers throughout her entire segments live on the show. She had a huge pop from the live crowd that night. Even when she came out, the crowd went wild. And I tell you now, for those who are saying that she's not a big deal, here's your proof that she really is a big deal.
Mercedes Moné. People have been speculating, people have been talking about what big business could mean, Taz, but it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Oh, no doubt about it, this young lady is big business for sure. And what a reaction, Shivani, right here in our hometown of Boston. This is an entrance of a star.
And no, Tony, I'm going to correct it. This is the entrance of a CEO.
There you go.
Oh, come on. It's obvious that she's more than big business. She is more than just a big deal. And yes, she most certainly is the CEO. Hence the pun that she used to be known as the legit boss back when she was working with the WWE, back when she was Sasha Banks. But she has come a long way since then. Since she left the WWE, she went to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Then she got injured, but now I'm so happy to see her now officially debuting All Elite Wrestling. I mean, come on, to every single casual wrestling fan who might already be aware of this, but Tony Khan was teasing this whole Mercedes Moné in-ring debut for big business since the whole spelling mistake appeared, where it said Boston. It said the word boss with dollar signs in Boston. Come on, it was that obvious that people were going to speculate about the debut of Mercedes Moné.
And you hear the fans chanting CEO. Here she is. What a time, a great time being a fan of AEW, guys. It really is. Look at this crowd.
Got a great crowd on hand here at the TD Garden Arena in Boston. And Mercedes Moné striding confidently to the ring, and the women's division here in All Elite Wrestling, I think everything here in All Elite Wrestling has just gotten a lot more interesting.
Before we continue, guys, can I just say how amazing it is to see her back in ring action, and that smile, you can tell she's so happy to be there, and she really is. And fair play to her. She has definitely come a long way since the WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling.
She's just eating it up right now, as well she should.
Yeah, what a homecoming in her hometown, as you mentioned, for Mercedes Moné, the CEO, who has center stage, and she is just basking in it.
I actually do like the way it says All Elite printed on her wig. That is absolutely the best thing I've ever seen up to yet. I do admit though, she has many of these wigs, but this in particular one, I actually like it. It is. It actually does say All Elite if you look at it correctly. It literally just says All Elite. Just showing you guys that she is officially All Elite. I will give Tony Khan his due. He has literally poured one of the greatest and biggest women's in-ring performers of all time. And I just hope for his sake that if he plays his cards right and books her correctly, she will literally be a big deal in the AEW women's division. I guarantee you guys that Mercedes Moné, the CEO of AEW, is going to literally entirely shake up this entire women's division. Mark my fucking words.
I'm home.
You goddamn fucking right that you're home in your own hometown of Boston. I'm just hoping that Tony Khan does book you correctly, Mercedes. I really do hope he does. Whether you're a babyface or a heel, it doesn't really matter. What's important is that if you do become the AEW Women's Champion somewhere down the line, even though you got a 3-year deal with the company, I'm just hoping that AEW treat you more better than what the WWE ever did.
Feel my heart right now. It's beating out of my chest. But first and foremost, that's the first thing I want to say is thank you. Thank you for having my back these past 2 years. Thank you for giving me the courage and the strength to be here. Thank you for sticking with me from all of my lows, all of my highs, all of my milestones, all of my titles, all of my moments, the history-making moments. Thank you.
Let's not forget to mention the Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, because he was the one that inspired Mercedes to do this. He was the one that inspired Mercedes Moné, as in Mercedes Varnado, to become one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time.
And trust me, we are going to be creating so much magic and so many moments together.
Well, technically in hindsight, Mercedes Moné is actually there for one reason and one reason only. Not only to shake up the entire women's division and start the women's revolution again, but she's also there to make a fucking impact. Trust me on this. We already know how this is going to work, don't we? I'm so happy for Mercedes. I'm so fucking glad to see her in the AEW at long fucking last. Even though this was long overdue.
Because every single one of you, you are the reason that I am here. So thank you.
Before you guys ask me, yes, I did see this already. I did tune to this event, and she does actually credit Eddie Guerrero, by the way, just so you know.
I love you. And if you only knew how much tonight means to me, how much this means to me, how much wrestling means to me. You see, in so many ways, wrestling has changed and saved my life.
While on the subject, what strikes me as a bit odd is how come many of the fans were in a complete outrage since she had an emotional interview about the time when she walked out of the WWE or was planning on going back to the WWE. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't really matter, because I did hear that interview. And trust me, the fact that so many of the fans of AEW could be outraged by her comments about that. Come on, seriously? All you guys need to know is that she is AEW bound as of now for 3 years. Whether she will renegotiate her contract by then, that's entirely down to Tony Khan and Mercedes to discuss. But as of now, she is officially All Elite.
Wrestling has given me hopes. It has given me a place to dream. And people and legendary people like Eddie Guerrero gave me a place that I can believe that I can do this one day too. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you for letting me believe in my dreams. You see, my dreams got me to lead a woman's evolution. My dreams made me become the first ever woman to main event a pay-per-view in this very building.
Now, I could be wrong on this because I can't remember that far back. But if I could take one guess, I think she might be referring to that one main event at WrestleMania when she went against Bianca Belair for the title. I could be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I am pretty sure that might have been WrestleMania, or it could have been Hell in a Cell with Charlotte Flair. I don't fucking remember, guys. So if I'm wrong, then please comment below. You know.
It started when I was only 10 years old. And when I was 13, I dropped out of school to take care of my brother. I love you, Joshua. And then those dreams at 18 years old and only 90 pounds took me to North Andover, Massachusetts, to a place called Chaotic Wrestling, where I began my dream. and that dream to become the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Okay. It is no secret that before Mercedes Varnado, as in Mercedes Moné, or formerly known as Sasha Banks, made her start in the WWE, she was wrestling in the independent scene. That's where she made her first start. She was wrestling on the independent circuit. Technically, she was somewhat known, but not really that big at the time. But she actually became big when she debuted NXT. Then onwards, she eventually was drafted to the main roster alongside Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Bayley. But again, she made a start on the main roster when she was a part of Team Bad. Oh, and let's not forget to mention that one historic pay-per-view, there was NXT TakeOver Respect, when she went against Bayley in an Iron Man match. Them two made history that night. Trust me, Sasha Banks, as always and forever will be, everybody's great match. And that's BC Amplified's words, not mine. I'm just quoting what he usually says on his podcast. Yes, guys, for those who don't know who BC Amplified is, he's technically a wrestling journalist, a wrestling podcaster, and he does speak his mind. Not to mention, he has one of his cold ones, as he calls it. But yeah, the guy is fucking entertaining as fuck. But yeah, man, he's a pro Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks channel, and a Bray Wyatt, of course. Trust me.
And I want you guys to know, if I can do it, you can do it too. So let's get down to business, huh? You want to know why I'm here? Because I need to be here. I want to be here. AEW is the only place where this revolution can be global.
I mean, for all the haters out there who don't really like Mercedes Moné, or should I say, Sasha Banks, they're gonna say, oh, she did this when she was in the WWE, and look where it got her. But the thing is, right, I'm not gonna put all the blame on Vince McMahon, even though he's a dirty fucking prick and a sex trafficker, because of the moment he's going through this fucking lawsuit with Janelle Grant. Dirty bastard. Not to mention fucking Paul Levesque. Oh, and fucking John Laurinaitis is another fucking dirty sleazebag. Because at the time, before they walked out that fucking arena, as in both Mercedes Moné, who was on Sasha Banks at the time, and Trinity Fatu, as in Naomi, they put the titles on the desk in John Laurinaitis' office, and they claimed they weren't being respected enough, which is quite understandable. At the end of the day, the reason why they walked out is because they were treated like fucking shit. And they fucking were. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. I wasn't there. I don't fucking know. I mean, I've heard so many of these fucking wrestling channels speaking about this. And they've all come to their own conclusion. They've all had an opinion on it. But again, I'm not really a wrestling podcaster. I'm just a gamer. And sometimes, yes, I do like to talk about wrestling, but I don't do it all the time. Despite the fact, yes, I have played the odd wrestling game on this channel. But if anything, Let's hear what Mercedes herself has to say. Because I already know what she said. She's going to explain to you the reason why she is in AEW.
And we are going to make that happen. You see, I've been watching week upon week upon week, and everybody in that locker room, ooh, I can't wait to tear it up with every single one of you. But let's start with our main event tonight. Rio versus Willow Nightingale. Now, Willow, you and I have a lot of unfinished business. But right now, at Big Business, Mercedes Moné is all elite.
And there you fucking go, guys. She said it herself. She's got unfinished business.
To our chairman, Tony Khan, thank you so much for that tweet. To all of the AEW fans out there and watching at home, please say hello to your new CEO.
Mercedes Moné making an entrance fitting of a CEO.
It's going to be a moment that we will never forget here on Dynamite. In the almost 5 years, what a moment.
Some big business going down in Boston tonight, and this, Taz, this is just the start of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but what a moment here for sure. I mean, this is, Shibata, you're right, it's going to be hard to beat this. This is amazing. Welcome to AEW Mercedes.
If you thought that Mercedes Moné making a big entrance at Big Business was any good, it's nothing compared to what you're going to see during the main event of the women's main event on AEW Big Business, which was AEW Dynamite, a match between Willow Nightingale versus Rio. This happens.
Wait a minute, the lights in the TD Garden Arena have gone dark. And, oh, there's the champion, Julia Hart. What's behind? What's behind? Oh, Sky Blue. Yeah, Willow's former friend. That's with the chop block.
And now a good friend of Julia Hart. Sky Blue attacks.
Going crazy here, Sky Blue.
And Sky Blue and Julia Hart, they took umbrage with Willow calling them out.
So, in hindsight, the moral story is this. Mercedes Moné had a feeling that something was going to go down after the main event, so she became prepared. She quickly slipped into her wrestling gear and she proceeded to do this.
How much damage those belts can do already tonight.
Here comes the CEO!
Mercedes Moné. The CEO. Whose side is she on? But Mercedes answering that question with the elbow straight, taking Sky Blue off her feet.
And there's no back down to Julia Hart. And Mercedes is eyeballing her right straight to her face.
Oh, Julia, kick on the knee. And now Mercedes. Oh, Lance, Julia Hart, Mercedes Moné. Wow, what a difference maker here tonight, Tony.
Yeah, 3 moves and she's made her mark already. listen to the fans.
And Mercedes now turns her attention to Willow Nightingale. We mentioned that upset victory that Willow scored over Mercedes, and great respect shown by Willow towards the CEO, Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, Willow exiting the ring, giving the ring to the debuting Mercedes Moné right here at AEW in Boston, in our hometown.
I'll say it again, there's never been a better time to be a fan of AEW than right now.
Well, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, making an immediate impact here tonight. Dynamite big business. The CEO has arrived. And if Sky Blue and the TBS champion Julia Hart were upset before, they have to be apoplectic right now. But fans, 1 week from tonight, Eddie Kingston defends the AEW Continental Championship on its own for the first time ever. Continental rules, no outside interference. He will be taking on the challenger, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Lionheart, Chris Jericho goes one-on-one with the FTW champion, the cold-hearted, handsome devil, Hook. Live 1 week from tonight. And Adam Copeland, Christian Cage returns where it all started, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The TNT Championship match on the line in an I Quit match. And the CEO, Mercedes Moné. We will hear from her live 1 week from tonight on Dynamite. We return to Toronto. Coca-Cola Coliseum, great seats still available at AEWTIX.com. But before...
Well, there you have it, guys. Mercedes Moné has officially put every single woman in that locker room on notice. Now, me personally, as I already stated earlier during this video, I'm seriously hoping that Tony Khan books her well and treats her with the utmost respect, because he can't afford to fuck this up. He has to really build Mercedes strong. And that night, what she did after that main event just shows that she is strong. She's coming to AEW as strong as ever. And I'm going to be looking forward to how this plays out. Let's just say, I've got all the more reason to want to tune to AEW more often now, as Mercedes Moné celebrates with her fans, her husband, and her entire family at ringside. This has now given me all the more reason to tune to AEW Dynamite every single Wednesday to see Mercedes Moné dominating the shit out of that locker room and starting this women's revolution the right way. Right, before I go, guys, I've got one question to ask you. Now that Mercedes Moné is officially All Elite in All Elite Wrestling, who are you looking forward to seeing her going one-on-one against, or having a match against? You got the likes of DMD, Britt Baker, Saraya, Tony Storm. You've also got the likes of Ruby Soho. There's a long list of women in that locker room that she'll have a great match with. So guys, with that being said, let me know in the comments who you're looking forward to seeing her face in AEW. Anyway guys, I'll be off now. If you enjoyed this video guys, be sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe and have the notification bell on. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.
Bye.